deal, bro? How you doing?
What's the motherfucking deal? Well, hold on, I'm gonna put this thing on. Hold on.
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, go ahead. Handle that.
All right, hold on. Hello?
What's the deal? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I see you got you doing your thing. You out there eating, doing your thing. You in traffic right now, huh?
Yeah, about to hit the 11 in seconds. Shit, me and the homie on the guard of reef and shit.
Okay. All right. Well, shit, I don't want to hold you up too long, man. I'm gonna just get straight into it, man. Cause
Yeah.
I've been checking you out, man. I've been checking you out actually for a long time. The first time I saw you was on the street gang. You feel me? And
Yeah.
that was like some years ago. You know what I'm saying? And then I
Hell yeah.
and then I started seeing you pop back up. And I'm like, oh, this nigga can really rap. So this your first time on here, so we're gonna get straight into it. So everybody
All
know
right.
you grew up on the east side, right? And
Yep. Born and raised all my life.
born and raised all your life. What part of the east side, to be exact, for the people that don't know?
But look, I was born at Long Beach Memorial, stayed in Compton, stayed in the Pueblos, stayed in the Apache Avalon. I just stayed in the motherfucking the 8-9 East Coasters in the kitchens, and then boom, the East Side Hustlers.
And then the east side hustlers, and that's where you pretty much jumped off the porch at, would you say?
Yeah. I just at the porch fuck with them niggas.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. What high school did you go to? You went to Locke?
I went to Fairfax, Crenshaw, and Lock. I stayed on the East Side, but I was in a magnet program. So
Oh,
they were buses from the East Side to the West Side School. That's how I know so many people. But when I got kicked out of Fairfax and then kicked out of Crenshaw, I was forced to go to Lock. And when I went to Lock, I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing but an animal house. So, you know what I mean? Nigga never finished that.
he said it's an animal house. What was going on at Locke at that time that made it that?
Man, straight gang banging. You know, this guy had to be like 93, 94, I mean, 94, 95. Niggas gang banging. At this point, motherfuckers so riled up and all that type of shit. We wouldn't, you know, a lot of us, the niggas I hung with, I really had a problem with authoritative figures. So by this time, I wasn't gonna be able to sit in no class and listen to what no teacher talking about. Everybody was out here like, fuck this shit. Niggas fighting, shootings, riots, car chase, all kind of shit at Lock High School.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sound like gladiator school.
Yeah. At the ball, all we did go there for was just to hang out and find somebody to whoop on.
And that was it. So you was straight. So hey, because I was looking at one of your interviews, right? And I was noticing you were saying at what about 12, 13, before you was even gang banging, you had people just walking down the street fucking with y'all.
Yeah, man. I grew up in, you know, I grew up in a household where I had parents that gave a fuck about me. But the sad thing about it is, the household I grew up in was a single parent home. I had a father and all that type of shit. So without the, you know what I mean? So being the fact is I'm in the single parent home, you know what I mean? When my mom's at work, I'm in this, you know what I mean? I had to do my thing. Now, I was a straight A student at one point. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? You know, because I had parents that gave a fuck. And then when, you know, mom's at work and all that, Pop's still doing what he's doing. And I'm in the street, you know, going back and forth to school, walking to that bus stop to go to one of these magnet schools and all that. You got niggas swinging them, firing on you. You looking different, you know what I mean? You not, you know, you ain't got that evil edge about you. So niggas thinking you some kind of weak sucker. Niggas will grab you by your shirt, take shit from you. You know what I mean? Kick you in your back. I came home with footprints on my back, my guy.
Damn.
Yeah, motherfucking yeah. I'm motherfuckers hopping out, you know, that tag banging there and all that old shit. Niggas hop. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. Niggas, that still ain't gonna stop these motherfuckers over here from hopping out with bats and sticks and fucking screwdrivers and all that shit. Typical life living on the east side.
So would you say so? With that being said, and that's some crazy, unfortunate shit, right? But
Yeah.
what? Well, you probably already answered the question, but what would make a 13-year-old start gangbanging because of those issues?
Well, from my experience, I hang around different people. I hung around different people got different stories. Some people have family members and fathers that was off from it. Some people had like a mother that was strung out on drugs and they was living with their grandmother or their auntie, but they was uncontrollable. You know what I mean? And just directed their shit to the street. Some people, you know what I mean? Different people had different stories. You know what I mean? It's not one specific type of story to tell, but living in that environment, sometimes some people get punked into getting put on. Or
Uh-huh.
some people get forced into getting put on. You know what I mean?
Right.
That when you gonna see from the hood. We ain't gonna see from the hood. Oh, you ain't gonna see from the hood? Bam!
And then there you have it.
Yeah, and then eventually 4 or 5 niggas jumping. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, they gonna call this nigga Mollywop. So we just Mollywopped his ass.
and then now he put on the hood. He got a hood name and everything else.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so would you say it was a lot of was it pressure as to why you did it, or it was more so like people from the other side?
Now for me, how I got put on because I was rapping way back then before I was gang banging. One of the niggas I was in a rap group with, he just so happened to be from Eastside Hustler. So when we used to be going to this nigga house writing raps, it'd be me, my brother, and everybody from Eastside Hustler sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Come outside. We might be inside when it's auntie there. Come outside. Them niggas all lined up on the motherfucking gate, sitting there chilling and hanging out. And eventually niggas just like, fuck it, man. Fuck it. Yeah, might as well fall in.
And fell in line with it.
Fell in line.
And then you know what's so crazy to and you've been to jail and everything for it, right?
Hell, motherfucking yeah, man. I remember catching my first gun case, man. I got like 4 or 5. Well, I got 4 gun cases all behind that fucking with that shit.
God damn, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what's so crazy though, man? Because I think you one of the only few, and I know you stuck your neck out on the line. I watched that last Street Talk. Well, you know he changed the name to what is it, Street T? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they got Street TV. I don't know what made decide to change it, but it's Street TV.
Yeah, I still call it Street Gangs. You feel me? But,
yeah, my nigga Reese said they took the gang out that thing.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I'm sure you stuck your neck out on the line, bro. You pretty much one of the only ones that went on camera and really just denounced it. Like, I'm not rocking with that. You feel what I'm saying? And you pretty much put it out there like pretty much everything you did for it was a waste of time, and it made no sense to you. At what point did you realize that? Outside of it, did you realize it before your homies did what they did?
I kind of did, but before they did that shit happened, I was saying to myself, well, don't nothing change if nothing changes. You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is that's happening over there that I don't like, I'm gonna be the nigga that's different from that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what made me stick around it so long. But I mean, now you see, now I learned the hard way why people leave.
Mm-hmm.
Why people don't stick around. Now I see the only couple of niggas I'm talking about from my hood. Only couple of old niggas around there that still left is niggas that ain't really got nothing besides that with their life.
That's it. Them the same ones. Them the same ones that's probably been sitting on the same corner, the same block, doing the same thing.
Yeah. It ain't no future in that shit, bro. I mean, if nobody niggas don't want to come together and put no money together to elevate to another level, then what are we doing? That's the whole point. It's a whole world out here. And now I see this shit like a trap. I claim this thing, and I'm gonna stay in this area for the rest of my life. While everybody else getting big and getting their financial shit cracking and going to Dubai and experiencing all type of shit, niggas just gonna sit on that corner all the rest of their life. I was trying to take that shit away from that shit. I was trying to take it to another level beyond that with this music shit. You see what I'm saying? But yep. Niggas be hitting more as a secret agenda. You get your, why that motherfucker bit me in the head? Well, I'm asking the snake, why you bite me? Nigga, you knew I was a snake before I bit you.
Before you bit you, you already knew what it was. Right. Mm-hmm. Hey, do you say when you added that the gang element into your music, did it make it a little more harder for you out here?
Yeah, I can't say this. I was wondering why I never got any deals for no labels, and then a couple of big niggas that's known on social media platforms.
Yep.
They were telling me, look, man, the reason why niggas ain't really fuck with you because ain't nobody trying to fuck with that gang shit, bro. I was like, man, man, don't nobody want to see another Suge Knight out here, no type of shit like that. And I never understood. I'm like, nigga, my shit hard. Nigga, I'm harder than a lot of these niggas they pushing. Why am I not getting no? That was the whole reason the whole time they didn't want to deal with that problem.
Right. And you know it's so crazy because your music just in itself is pretty different. Like you got the West Coast sound, like the original West Coast sound, but the way you flow, it's a little unorthodox. You feel me? That's what pretty much got me like, oh, this shit hard. And then I listened to the you redid that was Don't Fight the Feeling. Yeah, you did. You had redid the "Don't Fight the Feeling." I'm like this nigga hard, and I see you. You have been rapping for a long ass time, but I had known you from the street gangs first before the music. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, can you hear me? Oh damn. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There we go. There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying was and your name came from your hood name, which it's C Rag, right? Damn that shit, bro.
Yeah, but you know, I'm an artist too, so I should flip it all up. I'm like Mr. CR, Mr. C-Rag, Mr. Crack Rock, Mr. California Resident, whatever acronym you can put for CR, that's what it stands for as long as in a positive light.
Right. Okay, got you. Understood. Now, hey, what? How did
Creativity, concrete, all that.
you started rapping? Because you got you was telling your moms had got a bunch of a stereo, and you got a chance to hear Ice Cube for the first time. Am I right?
Yeah. See, we had like a little clock radio type of little thing, and what we used to do, we used to be sitting in the house fidgeting with the shit.
Yeah.
One day, I happened to turn that shit on the AM station, and I turned the dial all the way to the right. And the next thing you hear, I'm hearing, do you want to go to the liquor store? Or I ain't the one to get played like a pool, but still from the streets. So I know what's up about the silly games that's run by the women. Cause yo, I can see the devil in them. Son treat you like a bat. Yeah, I mean that was Ice Cube.
Yeah.
I ain't the one. Then I started eventually. The guy that is a straight trip how the universe work, bro. Because the Nick once the guy, you know, we stayed when at this time we were standing in Fire Trey Avalon. Over there, we were on for 50th and McKinley. Over there, they had front houses and back houses, and it's a trip, right? Because the guy that stayed in the back house was a Crip nigga named C-Rag, right?
Oh shit.
I was a youngster listening to the shit. This nigga used to put tapes in our window. Like, here, you have to check this out. A nigga named C-Rag used to do that shit. I just told him, I totally didn't think about that. So he used to put the tapes in the window. Hey, listen to it. It'd be like, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Then, she's a hoe. See how the fuck you know? Because every time I see the hoe, she's with a new Negro. She's the type of hoe that's down to wear shorts up her ass when your friends come around. That nigga Willie D in the Ghetto Boys, he was sending that type of shit to the window. I was like, oh my God, nigga, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
Nigga.
At what age was that?
I had to be like 12, 13,
12,
11, something like that.
Who was your outside? So Ice Cube and Ghetto Boys was your favorite rappers, or they just
not they was just they just was, I wouldn't say my favorite rappers, but they was piqued my interest in rhyming. But I would say Ice Cube was one of my favorites. I don't have just a one. I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm like, nigga, I'm a fan of hip hop, so I can't just pinpoint one. I'm a fan of hip hop, and I got favorites with an apostrophe S behind that.
Right. Okay. Got you. Yeah. Hey, I know. Hey, Ice Cube ain't no joke. When I heard that,
that nigga hard.
That Summer Vacation wasn't no joke.
No joke, brother.
And that wasn't no joke. Hey, let me ask you this though. Do you have any complications with your hand? Because I know you got stabbed back in the day, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know, yeah. Hey, when a nigga, hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about this, man. When this shit happened, right? And then, you know, and then my shit got all fucked up and all that, like that. They sent me to City Sinai, right? At this time when this shit happened, I was the supervisor at a place called the Los Angeles County Museum of Arts. Me, just like that, was a supervisor at LACMA, right? In the warehouse area. But anyway, to make a long story short, when this shit happened, they took me to Cedar Sinai Hospital, and I'm laying on the table where they got this big ass, my shit was all flapped open, they had this big ass t-shirt size gauze inside of my arm. I'm looking at the doctor and the nurse. And the doctor was like, oh my God. He came, looked at my hand. He's like, oh my God. And then they went back in the corner. He's like, man. And then he came back. He looked at it again. He's like, man, I'm going to have to cut that off. Talk about my hand and shit. But check this out. So then they talked again a couple of more times, and he came back, oh, you have a job. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you work where? I'm like, yeah. He's like, and then they talked again. He's like, yeah, you know what? I think we might be able to save your arm. I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. So if I didn't have that job and no insurance, nigga, I'd be walking around here like Captain Hook.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
Crazy.
That's fucked up, boy.
Hey, that job saved. Would you say that job saved your arm, dude?
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
that's a straight fact. Hey, what was it like a because you said you had got into a fight and then when you swung, y'all both swung and he swung a
Yeah,
knife
yeah.
and then
John, that was yeah. What happened was, man, we was man, this little guy, man. Some guy was bothering this little guy. I know, man. The guy that I know that was getting bothered by this dude was like half my height. I'm 6 feet. The guy was getting bothered by this guy was like maybe 5 feet or something like that. And then he was my homie, rest in peace, homeboy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, you ain't finna be getting at the homie brother like that. Let's go up there and see what this nigga talking about. You know what I mean? I probably had a little too much to drink too, so I wasn't thinking rationally about it either. And when I seen, I'm like, well, yeah, there you go, right there. I immediately ran up on the dude and I tried that little bullshit. That nigga stuck me, right? It was like it was all in slow motion. I'm seeing this in slow motion, right?
yeah.
As he removed his arm back with the knife, it looked like that nigga did a dance step, bro. I'm like, oh, this nigga know what the fuck he doing. And then a couple of cats that was with me, they got the rush of the machine. He was doing this little thing, poking niggas and all that. You know what I mean? But then when as I started trying to flee for the scene, the lady was like, "Oh my God, he's Brandon! Oh my God!" All that old type of crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look, as I'm fleeing from the scene, trying to hold my arm was flapping and all that stuff, but I'm holding it back in place. I'm holding my hand because it looked like it was going. While my shit was dangling, it looked like it was gonna fall off my body because I couldn't feel nothing because it went all the way to the bone. But as I'm fleeing from the scene, he was a Jamaican nigga, right? That nigga was reciting biblical verses and all kind of shit. I was running off. You know what I mean? But that shit was like a movie, bro. But I'm glad, like I said, but that's, the cool part about it is, I was a left-handed, that shit, man, I'm left-handed. I know how to draw. I can't do none of that shit no more. All behind a nigga that I don't even get along with no more.
Damn, you can't draw nothing no more, you said?
Hell no, I had to learn how to write with my right hand. I can still hit. I can ball my fist and hit a person with it, but as far as picking up a pencil or something like that, I can't really get it like that no more. But that's it. But everything that happened in my life is based on life decisions that I chose to make.
Understood. Gotcha.
Yeah, and that was a real bad decision, real bad move.
Hey, but would you say the decisions that you made though, if you could do it all over again, would you make those same decisions?
If knowing what I know now, some of them I would have, and some of them I wouldn't have. But me fucking my hand off behind that nigga, hell no, I don't even fuck with this nigga. I'm like, damn, nigga, I got my hand. I want to find this nigga, go fuck up his hand
and fuck his hand up.
Nigga, I'm right for you. Now you I'm not calling me a bitch.
So, because you was rapping before you got put on, do you think when you got put on, did just being in the gang mess up your rap career or deter you from rapping?
Nah. But see, I can't say, what I mean, it might have fucked over some opportunities because when you first get put on a gang, you got to show up, you got to be around, you're trying to build your name and shit like that. So while I'm over there doing that old silly ass shit, I could have been somewhere focusing on my music. But instead, I'm trying to prove myself to these niggas that I ain't no bitch. Right. When you get put on the hood, that's what it is. I'm trying to meet everybody. I'm trying to, so I ain't no mark. Like, all that old stupid ass dumb shit.
Right.
And I have nothing to show for it now.
Hey, it's so crazy because a lot of the youth nowadays, I don't think they get to hear that side of it. Like how you just come out and say this shit is all for nothing. It's a lot of dudes that's still in it. And I think some of them is in it because they can't accept the fact that they did a lot of this shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Just imagine this, right? Imagine like a nigga that went to jail for smoking some nigga 20 years ago.
Yep.
And then he here on the street, oh yeah, man, my hood don't exist no more. Or my hood don't beef with them niggas no more. Nigga, I've been just sitting in jail for 20 years behind killing one of these niggas. And now y'all cool? Imagine how a nigga like that feel.
Yeah.
But even for him to feel like that, it's kind of fucked up. But he did that for his hood.
Right.
It's a trap, bro. It's a fucking trap.
It's a trap, exactly.
You know what I noticed? Hey, I'm just not to cut you. I'm just saying this one last thing. Go ahead. I was just telling my nigga God Reef, right? Yep. I be in Beverly Hills sometimes, right? I stand out there, right? And I look at all these motherfuckers walking up and down Rodale Drive, right? And I be like, damn, you know what? These is the motherfuckers that went to school and did all that shit that we did. All that shit that was telling us not to do. These the motherfuckers that took that advice. And now they out here living happily ever after. Mixed culture, all that type of shit. The niggas like me that said, fuck going to school and fuck that, is sitting in the car right now eating salads and salmons and shit. But the niggas that stayed in school is the motherfuckers walking up and down Rodeo Drive. Oh, I'm a such and such technician. Oh, I'm a surgical. Oh, I'm a chiropractor. Oh, I'm an actor. That was the motherfuckers that stayed in school, with the exception of a few, of course. But now I'm at the age that I'm at. I'm looking at these niggas. And I'm finally realizing that shit. But the sad part about it is, why does it take for a motherfucker to go through all that and then realize it when you already didn't live half at middle age now? Why could I have realized that shit back then? That's what I've been thinking to myself.
You don't think you actually? I think this, bro. I think a lot of dudes. I mean, because me personally, bro, I live everywhere in the city, but Eastside is home for me. You feel me? Never joined a gang and no shit like that. But it was all, it's all around my family and all of the above. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I kind of looked at it like some of my homeboys, when it's just one-on-one, I know they knew what they doing was, they wasn't feeling it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's for some reason they don't stop. And I never understood, like, what you're doing is wrong and you feel it. You know what I'm saying? What make a person continue to keep doing the same shit? I think the streets in itself is addictive, ain't it?
Yeah, it's addictive, but then too, you know what I mean? It's like, I noticed too, it's what everybody think of you. Everybody be worried about what they think of you. Oh, that nigga a bitch. Oh, that nigga. Everybody, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a sucker. Like, you know what I mean? I know I'm not no sucker. I know you're not going to call me that to my face. But I'm just saying, it seems like for the most part, people are worried about these niggas and what people think. Your reputation or whatever, you know what I mean? It seems like I don't know. That's what it seemed like to me. But you got to break that train of thought, bro. It's a big ass world out here, bro. It's a big ass world out here, man. I'm just went to go get me a passport.
Right, yeah, you was telling me about that, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be hollering at different people from different places, nigga. I'm finna start trying to see that shit.
Why not? It ain't never too late.
Hell yeah, man. I ran into this one guy. He was from Iran. This is the one guy, I be running my mouth where I be going places and I'm striking up conversations, because I guess there's some of the places I be at, my parents, these people be like, damn, who's this guy? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, but I was chopping up with this guy from Iran, right? And this is what he told me. He was like, man, you know what? When you travel to different parts of the world, especially like places where I'm from, you'll never realize how good you have it where you live at. Now, I understand us as black men in the United States, we've been through some shit our goddamn self. But you know what I mean? But our great grandparents been through worse shit that we had a comment right now. It's still, to me, it's still like some shit going on. But this shit, what you make it. Our people fall for that. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Nigga just gotta apply yourself and make it happen. Nigga, I'm not driving no Bentley right now, but I know it's people out here that look like me that's driving it, and I know I could get one. I just gotta apply myself.
That's a fact.
But then when you, go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Hey, the people like when the people like hearing the ism in the game. They like hearing that. I'm listening to you. Because what you said, everything you said made total sense. You ain't saying nothing crazy yet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what used to trip me out? You know what used to trip me out about niggas? I used to be, because man, I had some dark days in my time, right? And I used to be looking at certain niggas, from out here. These niggas be having these big deals, these big chains, and I'm like, you doing all that just to stand on the corner, stand on. You got Maybachs and all this sort of type of shit, standing on a corner. I'm like, nigga, hell no. Nah. Then I get that, nigga. I am the nigga on the corner, but I'm gonna be in Dubai.
I'm in a whole nother country, cool. Yeah,
and I might bring some couple of loyal niggas with me. I'm not about to be out here balling and standing on nigga. You supposed to elevate. I'm not gonna accumulate this shit just to steer. To me, that you're doomed for failure when you do shit like that.
A lot of dudes get stuck. They get too comfortable and stuck with the environment that they used to, because it's easy. It's easier to it's easier to live where you're comfortable at, because you know what gas station to go to, which one not to go to. You know what store to go to, what store not to go to. So I think a lot of dudes, they use that as a crutch or as a scapegoat to not go out there and see the world, because a lot of dudes don't understand. Hey, bro, the world is bigger than your hood and your gang.
Yeah.
And when you start traveling, you start understanding it ain't where you from, is where you at, my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't actually realize that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trip though, but you were speaking on grandparents, man. I know you told a story. Your grandparent was your grandmother was raped by a white man.
Look, man. This white man from France raped this black chick. The
Yeah.
black chick, when she got raped, she was pregnant. And when she got pregnant, when she had that baby was my grandfather.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
That's a cold story right there.
Yeah. You know, my pops told me that some years back, and I never knew that. The more you get to knowing about your family history, the more it kind of feel like a little bit of a discontent towards certain people and all that type of shit. But it's just crazy, man. It's also an eye-opening thing when you see certain shit on TV. When I'm sitting in the studio and I'm with like 4 or 5 niggas, and the homie asks me, should he have a baby by his girl? And it's like 4 or 5 other niggas up in there, and I'm looking around. I'm like, damn, ain't none of us with the person we had kids with. You know what I mean? The majority of people I know are like that. There are some exceptions. But I'm just saying, for the majority of people I know, to have kids and not be with the person they had kids with, it's something in the water, man. It's something going on. That ain't just no. It's something behind that. I could tell you. Look, bro, how old are you, bro?
I'm 33.
Okay, so I'm 10 years older than you, but we're still in the same thing, though, bro. So you could tell. Nigga, when we was in fucking high school, all this not to be talking about the homosexuals and all that old shit, but I don't give a fuck, nigga, I don't care.
Yeah.
When we was going to high school, junior high, that shit didn't exist like that.
Nah.
Now all of a sudden it's at an all-time high. Why? Who's promoting that? Who's pushing that agenda? Everywhere I'm going, I'm starting to see on TV shows, it's a lot of women being placed in roles that men play. You know what I mean? It's a lot of black women with white men. It's a lot of I just seen the movie. It was called The Shining, and then the main character was this black chick, but the white man was her assistant. You know, like, it's just certain shit. My game be telling me this don't look right to me. What are they trying to do? What are they pushing? And then when I go on the street, I've been seeing the same shit that they promote on TV. I'm seeing these niggas play that shit out in real life. You got a motherfucker call himself Little Nas X. You're Little Nas. That nigga, I grew up listening to that, but now we got a Little Nas X. Nas, Malcolm X. Now we got a Little Nas X on a motherfucking thing with titties. A boy with titties.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This shit ridiculous. This shit like a shit show. All that shit we used to. You remember In Living Color, right?
Oh, me, I do.
Okay, remember they used to have hey, Hammer. Hey, Hammer, do you really have a Winnie with the pants that you wear? You look like a genie. With that nigga, they was sitting, they was doing a parody. They was doing a parody of these rap niggas. Man. They was doing a parody of these rap niggas. Now that shit really happening. All that they was just clowning, but that's real. That's the reality now.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey,
that shit crazy.
Hey, but let me ask you this. Look, hey. Let me ask you, man.
Man,
where you think that changed? Where did that come in at? When did you first start seeing the game change into that? Like when it comes to the rap music?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you for in midst of the street thing and rap music. Yeah. At first, you know, it was crack epidemic. Drugs, you know what I mean? When I was a little kid, then we would shootouts every night. I stayed over there with them. Nigga, I stayed right off of 88th place in Central. On this side was the East Coasters, and I could look on the side. We stayed there was the East Coasters and the kitchens further down. I could stand out in the middle of the street across Central and see the Swans over there, looking like a sea of red. Back in these 88, 87, 88, nigga, coming outside the next one, shooting every night. Coming outside with the next one, we throwing bullet shells at each other. Shit like that, helicopter every night, right? Okay, boom. The music that was out there, you know, they had the NWA and all that type of shit. They had a few other things going on too, Public Enemy, Fight the Powers, all this whole type of shit, right? Yeah. So then, boom, that happened. And then the 90s come in, you stupid them come out, boom. Then they start doing the Ronald Reagan, War on Drugs. 3 Strikes Law, you know what I mean, with privately owned prisons and shit like that, CCFs and all that old type of shit. And now the Republican crime, now niggas that was like a nightmare on Elm Street on the streets is doing jail for the rest of their life and certain shit like that. Boom. So now they start locking niggas away. Boom. Then they start coming in with the we could toot it and booty. Oh, you a jerk. You a jerk. You a jerk. And then I started noticing niggas is wearing skinny jeans, sagging and all that old type of shit, right? Boom. Yeah. So now, few years after that, now they start gentrifying the community. You know what I mean? So now, you know, now you got motherfuckers, you done softened niggas, you done locked up all the threatening niggas, you done softened niggas, now you feel comfortable with moving back into the community. You see what I'm saying? All that shit, like, it seems like everything got a plan behind what they do, bro.
Oh, yeah. all of this shit, I think a lot, I agree. I think a lot of this shit is planned. That's how these folks we dealing with, bro, they create 10, 20, 30-year plans and roll them out.
Yeah. That's how my pops be telling me. Them nigga 50, they didn't plan 50 years ahead of time.
It's already planned already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the same way I'm trying to figure out with this whole COVID vaccine shit.
I'm not fucking. I'm not knocking nobody who taking it. I'm just not fucking with it because history tells me that you know what I mean. That they did the Tuskegee Airmen a little shit, and they gave him a cure for one thing, but they gave him something else.
They gave him syphilis.
Yeah, and then on top of that, bro, I mean, I know my history as far as who I am and where I came to America and all that type of shit. So if we're no longer slaves and we fighting for freedom and civil rights, and y'all still can't give us no reparation or nothing like that, why would y'all give a fuck if I get sick or not?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Y'all don't give a fuck about me, but you want me to take a vaccine all of a sudden? I don't trust them motherfuckers. My gang tell me just don't trust. I don't trust them motherfuckers. You take it. You take it.
Both. Hey, you and me both. I don't agree with, man. Listen here.
Yeah, they forcing them. Some niggas have to take that shit just to keep their job. I ain't mad at them, but if they press a button, you start turning into Return of the Living Dead, nigga. I'm gonna blow you. I'm gonna get you out my way.
My mom's friend took the shot. She passed out, nigga. My mom just helped the lady up this morning.
God damn, you heard that, right?
Yeah, hey, that's a trip.
They said it was complications from the second shot.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of mixed information going out. Supposedly, the reason they were supposed to be given 2 shots is because the original vaccines wasn't strong enough. So the second dosage was to make sure that it was effective enough. And now, but see, people's passing out. So if it's not strong enough, how the hell they got old ladies falling out their shit?
Right. I didn't heard the people shit. I didn't heard the people too. Like my pops took the shot, you feel me, for work and all of that. It knocked him down for 2 days.
Yeah. Hey, man, I had this one flimsy broad I be hollering at, right, man, man. And I'm like, yeah, I really liked it and all that type of shit. And I gave her an hour-long speech about why I'm not taking that shit, right? And I thought this bitch was really down on a real smart girl. And then the next day she was like, I took the vaccine, right? I'm like, you stupid bitch. So you didn't just listen to nothing I told you. Nothing. I can't fuck with you. She was like, are we still cool, right? I'm like, yeah, we still cool. I'll let you later, though. Never heard from me again, bitch.
He said he canceled that. She took the vaccine.
Yeah, because we had an hour-long conversation about that. Well, everybody entitled. She wasn't black either. She's like an Armenian. So I mean, everybody got entitled to their opinion. And then it's a fear thing too that the news perpetuate. Every time I listen when I be rolling around, I listen to KNX 1070, and every time I turn it on, I'm like, damn, it ain't got nothing good to say. It's just COVID. I just turn that shit right on off.
Yeah, it's all COVID.
I'll wait for 4 or 5 hours later. Turn that bitch shit back on. I'll get you to look. I bet you talk about COVID right now.
5 million deaths.
Yeah, 5 million deaths. Fuck that shit.
Hey, so let me ask you this: why you call yourself? Well, why did you name that joint Solar Power Nigga?
Oh yeah, because I was been watching this guy named Leo Muhammad, right? Leo Muhammad, that nigga dope, nigga. He do for the Nation of Islam, but he in the UK. So one guy I stumbled upon a video. It said I just typed in, me and my homies we taking and talking shit. So I just typed in the original man, right? The original man, and that nigga popped up, right? Black ass bald head warrior looking nigga with the suit and the bow tie on, right? And he was sitting there talking about me and the sun, we have a perfect relationship. See, you're the enemy of the sun. He was talking to the white guy, right? He's like, me, I have melanin. You don't want to get a little bit of me on you, and then call it melanoma. Like, it was just the way he was talking. He's like, I love the sun, and the sun loves me. And I'm like, that's a goddamn truth. I'm solar powered. I'm a solar powered nigga.
And it went there.
That's where I got that shit from, Mr. Leo Muhammad.
Hey, was I mistaken, or did you do a song with Kato, or was Kato in one of your videos? Or was
Yeah, we did a song. We did a song together. It's a song called Ape Shit. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now too.
Yeah, Kato, that's my boy, man. Shut up.
That's my nigga, a good dude. That nigga out here grinding too. That nigga be everywhere. He like, where's Waldo? That nigga everywhere.
Kato been working on my mama. He on the Smoke a Lot radio podcast and the whole
I just seen that nigga on Gangsta Chronicles sitting there with an all-white suit on. I'm like, look at this nigga. That nigga popping up everywhere. I'm surprised I didn't see that nigga walk across the stage on the Grammys and shit.
Hey, man, and
everywhere.
I'll be watching Gangsta Chronicles too. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. They got 8 on there now too. I fuck with that shit.
Yep, they got 8 on there. It's 8 Mob James and Big
Yeah,
Steel. Yep, them 3. Yeah, they've been having some cold shit. But
yeah,
hey, let me ask you this though. As far as like, okay, what was the name of that spot you used to go to back in the day? You was rhyming at.
It was 2 of them. I went to the Good Life Cafe. They was doing that every Thursday. That was like in the early 90s, like 92, I believe 92, 93, 94, something like that, 91, 90. And then it transferred from that to the Project Blow, which was in Lamont Park.
Okay, and what was it? It was just like what was it?
It was like an open mic spot, but basically every Thursday night, the Good Life was more or less like a West Coast version of the Showtime Apollo. But any nigga from LA, they was like, oh, you feel like you can rap, go to the Good Life. And you would walk up in there, be a bunch of niggas, or everybody rhyming shit, right? And there'd be a bunch of niggas, you sign the list to get your turn. But then in the Good Life, you know, you get on the mic, you know, come with your beat, you can't cuss, and you can't do no biting and all that type of shit, But and then you get up there and just do your thing. And if they liked you, they liked you. And if they didn't like you, they'll really show you. They would embarrass you, man. The whole crowd would get to just, hey, oh, then they'd be like, please pass the mic. I mean, I seen Fat Joe get booed at that motherfucker, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Hell yeah. But see, I mean, look where he at now. But I'm just saying, he still got booed because they was on that lyricism. They take that shit serious. You couldn't come up with a lot of shit that niggas doing now. You couldn't come up in there with that shit. They tripping. The crowd was serious, but it was a different time. Everybody give a fuck about how you saying your words, what you saying, how you rhyming the word. Okay, me and him could talk about the same thing, but the way I said mine, the words I rhymed better than that. You know, the craft, the art form of the rap. That's what people give a fuck about, and that shit was very, very interesting. And it would have been a rough time for a lot of these niggas now. You know what I mean? The shit watered down now. So
Yeah,
I can say that 'cause I seen it.
Hey, it was so you really went through but see, you got to watch the whole phases of hip hop. You see the graffiti, the break dance, and the pop locking, and all of the above. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, quick question though, because I know I don't want to hold you up. I know you got to go record and shit.
Yeah, we can go to the studio.
Give me your top 5 rappers.
My top 5. See, I'll be sitting here like I'll tell you.
They don't have to be in no order though.
I'm gonna do it like Melly Mel said. Me and whatever 4 other niggas you want to put in after that. My nigga Melly Mel. Me and whatever 4 niggas you want to put in after that.
Hey, I'll take that answer. Look, this is my last question though.
All right.
Look, what would you tell a young dude out here that want to join a gang, bro? What would you tell him?
I'll tell that nigga don't do it, man. Focus on getting your money, man. Get you some money, man. Get you some money, get you some money. Fuck that shit. Get you some motherfucking money, man. And if you smart, man, figure out what you want to do with your life, man, and get your shit together. Because when you get older, and if when you get older and you place yourself in a position to make money legally working a job, nigga, you're gonna be straight. It's all about the money. You know, it's just like what they say, man. You know, when you make a certain amount of money, it opened up doors to a whole nother different type of shit. The bitches change, the people you're dealing with change, all that shit change. But if you fuck with that gangbang shit, you're gonna be still. And if you ain't getting no money out here, I mean, if you're gonna gangbang, I mean, hey man, focus on getting your money while you're doing it. But I would advise nobody to do that shit. That shit keep you stagnant, and it keep you from not being able to go places and all type of other shit, bro. You know what I mean? I would not advise nobody to do that type of shit. But hey, to each his own. People advised me not to do it, and I did it anyway. So. I'm hard head, make a soft ass, and if a hard head make a soft ass was a person, it would be me. I would advise don't do it, bro. Don't do it, man.
Now, what's one of your hardest projects or your hardest songs that people could go look for?
Solar Power Nigga. It's a song on Mr. C or Mister. Solar Power Nigga. The song I got called True Gods with my nigga Karim now. True God. You know who you ever heard of a rapper named Tylo?
Tiny Amp?
Yeah. All right. So his brother is on that song.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
It's called True Gods, Criminal. It's Mr. C.R. Criminal. That's Tiny Amp brother.
Okay.
True Gods. Listen, that shit hard.
And we're telling people where they can find you at. What's your social media, your Spotify? Because I know you put some music on SoundCloud too.
Yeah. You can find me on all social media platforms at Mr. CR, but you got to spell out the Mr. You can't just do an M or and a dot and CR. Nah, you got to spell out the Mr. because it look good like that too. MISTER and then CR. You can find me anywhere like that, brother. Anywhere like that, man. Mr. I'm on all social media platforms just like that. You could just Google me and all type of shit gonna pop up.
Bet. All right, look, bro. I just want to say I appreciate you, man. You could have been anywhere else in the world right now. You feel what I'm saying? But you took your time to chop game with me, man. And I'm gonna keep in contact with you because I'm a producer first, bro. So
Yeah, for sure,
I started off making beats, so we gonna link. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure. I'm with all that.
I bet, man. Hey, listen, man. Take care and be safe, bro. I'm gonna lock your number in. Make sure you got me locked in, big bro.
All right, for sure. And then shoot me the link to this so I can help share this shit too.
Bet, I got you. As soon as I drop it, I'm gonna send it straight to you.
All right, for sure. I'm about to hit that. Nigga, we were sitting there, we wait for you. Cause this nigga, he was like, man, I'm like, nah, eating this shit right now. We still in front of the restaurant.
Oh shit, yeah, my bad, man. Hey, handle your business, man. You got some music to make, nigga.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Hey, but shoot me the link though.
All right, say no more, man. Appreciate you.
All right, no problem, man.
All right.
All right, man.